everybody, welcome back to day 14, January the 14th of World Carnivore Month, and what we eat in a day.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're getting out to run a few errands. They're not interesting or exciting, just dry cleaners, ATM, that kind of thing. But
Coffee.
It is 45 degrees today. Coffee, yes. It's 45 degrees today in Florida.
And sunny and clear, and it looks like it should be gorgeous.
But this is the coldest I have been since we moved to Florida last March. 45 degrees, wow. I have on a hoodie and a whatever you call this jacket. Like a work coat kind of jacket. But it's windy and very, very cold. But we're going to take you along to a new coffee place that just recently opened, and our chiropractor told us the coffee was really good. It's called Brew here in Indialantic. You just drive up and drive through, I guess. There's not like I don't think there's a place you can go inside and sit down. So we're going to give a new indie coffee shop a try and run some errands.
Wind chill is 35, 18 mile an hour winds.
It's cold.
We have reached the high for today. And then tonight, they were actually giving a freeze advisory for Florida and telling people on the news at the gym how to operate their space heaters safely so nobody burns up or dies of carbon monoxide poisoning overnight.
Yeah. This is not North Carolina cold for January, but this is very cold for people who are on the fast track to acclimating to Florida. And
yeah,
it's been a long time since I saw 45 degrees. This is not me complaining. I enjoy getting a chance to wear my winter clothes. I
know. I get to pull out this one sweater.
Yeah.
And you have to choose in your closet. Okay, it's going to be this one day. So which one am I going to pick from?
All right, come along with us. We'll show you. We'll tell you all about our coffee. Got my largest size they make, darkest roast they have, completely black, and
7 Brew.
7 Brew is the name of this brew through. I think I misspoke. I think I said it was called Brew Through. It's called 7 Brew.
We've determined it was either a bank, and this is like a drive-through ATM, or it was an old car wash. They were bucketed chuckles. They're so funny. Yeah, they were really nice.
Had us try our drinks before we pulled off to make sure that they tasted like we wanted. I thought that was really sweet.
So the 7 Brews are their 7 originals. And so any of their 7 originals you can get sugar-free. So that's what I ended up trying is their Blondie, which has some vanilla and half in it. And I guess it's a light roast. And then you just got the house blend.
I never like to show up and like interrogate a coffee shop about what ingredients they're putting in their coffee, because when they say something is sugar-free, they're using a sugar alternative, I suppose, to sweeten something. But a lot of times the sugar alternatives I also do not eat. So just because it's sugar-free doesn't mean it does not have any carbs in it, or
That's what makes Starbucks a little easier, because we do get to see the ingredients on the website. So, yeah, I don't know I probably want to know what the sugar alternative is, but
probably would love any of the drinks on their menu, but I'm gonna steer clear just until I feel a little more comfortable asking if I can see the ingredients of what they're putting in there. In the meantime, I am just happy as a bug in a rug with a solid black dark roast coffee.
They were super nice. They have, like, all next week, if you come up between 7 and 9 a.m., you get a free small drink on top of anything else you order. We joined their rewards program. I think they're local. We're assuming they're local. It was recommended by one of the locals here. And, so that's our first stop.
Pulled away laughing because they're so much fun.
Yeah, they were,
That was a really great first impression. It's a few miles out of the way for us, so we probably won't be going there every single day.
Right.
We can walk to the Starbucks. The Starbucks is like 500 feet from our house, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
So it's not something we can feasibly get out and go to every single day, but I really like to support locals, support small. So yeah, it was a great experience. And
it was.
We've each tested our drinks. They taste fantastic. I took a sip of Michael's.
Never had anybody do that. We had never had anybody say, why don't you try it before you leave? Because they were willing to make us something else since it was our first time.
We got in and out really fast. She took my payment, and by the time I had finished signing for the card, they had our drinks ready.
Trying to put it through the window, and I'm like, are you sure this is ours? It's not been enough time. But
anyway, great first impression.
Yes.
7 Brew, Indialantic, highly recommend.
We are back home. What you doing over here?
I am
You got a whole lab set up.
halfway in the middle of my kombucha process.
Okay.
I regret that I didn't make a video on how to make kombucha to post tomorrow for World Kombucha Day. I didn't even know about World Kombucha Day until yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And I have to work tomorrow, so I won't be able to celebrate it. But I'm a big fan of kombucha. We make this every week at home.
Yep.
This is 20 cups, which is a gallon and about a quart. What is it? About a gallon and a quarter
It's a big
of a gallon
stock pot.
of tea. It has
In cast iron.
in cast iron. I try to avoid metal when all possible. This is a 1/4 of a cup measurement. That's all the sugar that goes in there. It's otherwise flavored with
To feed the SCOBY.
to feed my pet SCOBY.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I put 3 cups of a no sugar added fruit juice in there. Let this make tea with this. Let it cool. And then I gotta feed all of these guys who are still hungry.
Let's see that.
Yeah, disgusting, I know, but I suppose if anyone is watching this who's been watching our What We Eat in a Day videos, we finish off every evening with a homemade kombucha. So
Yeah.
happy World Kombucha Day tomorrow, January the 15th. I'll be thinking about everybody and wishing you your best kombucha dreams come true. This came in the mail, so our plans for today have been put on hold temporarily. Because I cannot wait to try my new glasses on. It's just, I assume, just frames and like a clear lens or something. This is Warby Parker. I'm sure everyone's heard of Warby Parker. I desperately need new eyeglasses. I cannot see to drive at night, especially. So Michael and I got on one day last week and picked out 5 frames. And we've got them here. I'm going to try them on one by one and show you. See what they look like. It would be nice to have some video footage to see what I'm looking like in these new glasses. So, and then I guess we send them back and then they put my prescription in them or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. This is the first one. It's a very light shade of blue and it's called Hardy Striped Pacific. I don't really see how it's striped, but
Maybe down here at the bottom a little bit.
I can see how uneven my face is because this right here is touching my cheek and my eyelashes are touching the back of the lid.
Not your face.
No, my face is uneven. But this side, there's a gap here and my eyelashes are far from it. But this is Hardy Striped Pacific.
Yep.
This is number 2, the Wayland style, and the color is lapis crystal, which is kind of
That's
an indigo.
blue. Yeah,
I don't think it looks blue at all in this video, but in real life, it's very blue. It's kind of an indigo blue.
It looks good.
Michael, I thought I liked the shape of the first pair better, but Michael said I look like a librarian, so I've never tried round glasses.
I mean by that is the other ones I think look a little more serious. These look more casual, so they fit your face a little more naturally.
I've never had round glasses, so this will be fun to try. This is, what did I say? Wayland Lapis Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
These are called Wilkie Black Matte Eclipse, and they look identical, basically, to the pair of glasses that I had that I've outgrown the prescription. So I'm so familiar with this. This feels like home right here.
And on this side, I can see black, brown, white. See here how you can see the composite, like 3 different types of composite, which adds a little bit of flair, you know.
So they don't look identical, but straight on, they look like the glasses I've always had. So I feel really at home in these.
Oh, okay.
Pair of sunglasses to try. They're called the Fletcher Black Matte Eclipse, and they're just a basic pair of sunglasses. So I do want to get a prescription sunglasses. They're fine. I don't love them. I don't hate them. They're just fine. They're okay. They're fine. Last pair is called Butler in the Jet Black. And again, like I'm just so not used to seeing myself with round glasses. I feel like with this kind of ovally shape of my face, wide oval, I'm supposed to wear squares, and I've always worn squares.
Mm-hmm.
I've never even bothered to try on a pair of round glasses, except for, of course, sunglasses. But, you know, you can't really see yourself when you're wearing sunglasses. So this is odd. We're going to talk and decide what our favorite pair is and get right back to you.
Crystal.
We actually agreed. I'm going to go around this time. It's called the Wayland style, and the color is lapis crystal, and Michael and I agree is our favorite. I'm actually thinking I might get sunglasses in the same cup.
Yeah, I think it would look good.
There you go.
Back again.
We're back on the road. I've been talking about that restaurant where I went for dinner with my friend called Pig and Whistle in Cocoa Beach. for like 4 days now. So Michael and I are gonna go have lunch there.
Yep.
You can build your own burger, and they also have big slices of bacon as a side. We don't really get to eat out a whole lot and stay carnivore, so it's nice to have options of places that we can go.
Yeah, we'll go check it out.
Don't know what the burgers are cooked in, but we're not, when we go out to eat, that's something we don't usually ask. They tasted really good, so I don't know if they were just grilled.
I'm not going to cry over a tablespoon of oil if that's what they're cooking their burger
No,
in,
we would never
honestly.
cook it that way at home, but when we go out to eat, we also, currently where we're at, we're not really feeling like...
I don't want someone spitting in my food for asking too many questions.
Currently where we're at, we don't like to go out to eat and interrogate. So it's a chance we're willing to take. We don't know, but we aren't going to, at this point in our life, be those people that go out and ask questions.
Plus,
maybe we'll get more confident and start doing that at some point down the road, but it isn't now.
We like cooking our food, so it's a special treat when we do go out. We're going, how far is it? 17, 20 miles north?
Oh gosh, no.
No. Oh, okay, okay.
15 minutes maybe,
Okay.
Maybe 10 or 11 miles, not far.
Okay.
So I really enjoyed the burger I had there with my friend the other night. I hate I couldn't film it more, but I was with a friend and I didn't want to have my phone out, but maybe I'll get a little more footage today of the menu and what we eat. So come along.
Good.
This is called Pig and Whistle. It's a little English kind of American pub bar, if you will.
Okay.
It's in Cocoa Beach, and we sat outside when I was there last week. Dogs are more than welcome to sit outside, but as cold as it is today, we decided to leave Abra at home and we're going to sit indoors. Let's go. This is mine. This is Michael's.
I'm glad.
Got a fried egg on mine, Gouda and cheddar, and some bacon. And I think he got basically the same thing, only he got
but I got,
he got pickles.
Blue cheese rather than the Gouda.
What'd you think?
I thought it was really good. I could have had another same thing, half-pound burger. So that would actually done us in for a full meal if we'd had 2 of those. 2 strips of thick cut bacon. So that was 14 more grams of protein. And then one of they large, it's like a large breakfast sausage, because that's what it tasted like, was breakfast. It wasn't a brat, but it looked like the size of a brat and almost the length of a bratwurst. It was really, really good. I don't know if that's English sausage. I don't know if I've ever had traditional English sausage, but if so, that was really good. The only thing that I'll say is for the amount that you get, which I understand it's all different kinds of meat. It is slightly expensive to be pub food. It was worth it for us to come up and to actually find a place where when we do want to go out, that we can get a half-pound burger with bacon, 2 types of cheese, an egg. I forgot about our egg. We got a fried egg on there as well, on top of 2 more slices of bacon and a sausage. Like, it was really good.
Michael had pickles on his.
I did get a pickles.
Accidentally had her hold my pickles. I would have eaten those. But when I said hold the lettuce, tomato, and onion, the pickles was part of that. But
yeah.
I've been thinking about this burger for days since I ate here with my friend, and I just love the meat here. The burger's delicious.
It was really good. Julie got cheddar and Gouda, and I got cheddar and blue cheese, and the blue cheese was great. And I took my egg off and like cut it up like I would a breakfast egg and ate it separately, so I felt like I had something else on the plate too to eat.
Well, it's really difficult when you're carnivore to go out to eat. Even if you go to a place that is a steakhouse or has hamburgers, it's really hard to find a place that has sides that you can eat with your food. So
it's true. Like
I said, when I came here with my friend last week, I was tickled to death to find out I could get a burger with a side of sausage and a side of bacon and a side of egg. It's just, there's something so satisfying about seeing food on the side of your main dish. So
yeah,
that's why I couldn't wait to bring Michael here. The food's
and the
delicious.
bacon was really crispy, which is a thing for me. I don't like bacon unless it's crispy. almost burnt, and this was really, really good. It was really good.
10 out of 10. I love it.
Yeah,
Little pricey.
it was.
But when you eat out, kind of rarely.
Right now with the
when you're
cost
not
of
eating
meat.
out, yeah, when you're not eating out like all of the time, I think it's totally worth it to splurge a little bit to eat somewhere good where you can get a nice, satisfying meal.
Yeah.
However, it wasn't enough food for us being, not having any carbs or anything. So we're probably gonna have to go home and eat a little more.
Yeah, a little bit more. I'm not exactly sure yet. I may just do a pizza like I would at a lunch, but just to build your burger, if you just wanted a burger base, it was $9. So it just, like we got 2 pieces of cheese each. We got an egg on top of that. We got bacon on top of that. Each one was like $3. So when you add all that into it, and then another side of bacon and a sausage, it was good. Like Julie said, it's a treat. It's a date night type of
Date day.
Or a date
Saturday
day,
day
yeah.
out.
But where we don't eat out much, this was a little splurge that was worth it. And now we have an established place when we do want to go out and have something a little different. I say a little different in quotations, that we don't have to fix.
It's nice not to have to do all of the
and Julie was saying something, and I thought the same thing. Next time, since bacon comes on the burger, I may do double sausage and not get the side of bacon, because the sausage was really, really good. Really good.
I love sausage anyway, but I was surprised how much I liked this sausage. It was so good.
And they had like 6 different cheese choices also. So a very, very large variety of that, and of burgers if you wanted to order one stock and didn't want to just build your own. Yeah.
We are animal-based, not actually carnivore, although we're eating pretty carnivore.
You've been carnivore all
Other than the
month.
pickles. But they do have also pineapple slices if you wanted to. I love pineapple on my burger, and I was going to get that today and just changed my mind at the last minute. But if you're still trying to be animal-based, that's always an option too. All right, on to the next place. Swung off the beaten path to try a new place.
Yes.
Tomorrow, January the 15th, is National Kombucha Day. So we decided we wanted to try some local kombucha. We
finally found one.
Yeah, we came from Cocoa Beach over to Merritt Island and to a place called Big Dog Kombucha. Oh my gosh, game changer. I'm going home. I don't think I'm going to make it anymore. I'm just going to come here and get growlers. Their kombucha is so delicious. They've got about 5 or 6 flavors, berry and lemon and key lime and strawberry. And they also have some plant medicine kombuchas. And we got the whole spiel. I have forgotten pretty much everything she said.
Well, so I'll start by saying they were the nicest people in there.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And it was we thought we were going
I walked into a bar because the little table had about 10 chairs. Right. Every single one of them had somebody sitting in it. And they were all sitting around the woman who was serving kombucha. It felt like walking into a bar. And this is my kind of bar because all they have is kombucha.
Yeah, I wasn't sure at first because when you walk in, you see the production first. And I was like, oh, well, we're not going to get to sit down. We're just going to have to grab something and go. But then like Julie said, as you got closer and you approached, there's actually a little bar where there was a girl that was serving everyone. Someone got up to let us have 2 seats together, and were talking to us, and she let us try every flavor they had. So they had
flavor.
Very berry, raspberry, strawberry, blackberry. They had a strawberry itself. They had a liquid sunshine, which was pineapple.
Pineapple lemony kind of taste.
Yeah, orangey, tropical. You could really taste the honey in that one too. And a key lime. And then like Julie said, they also had medicinal types of kombucha. None of this was hard kombucha either. It was all non-alcoholic.
I love that. I don't care for hard kombucha.
And so it was a kava medicine, Kava. So what little we had read about that, let's just call it an anti-anxiety type of plant, botanical. There was kratom, so antidepressive.
Been really curious about kratom and wanting to try that.
And then there was a hemp. And the hemp was straight on, it tasted like beer because we learned that hops and the flower and plant of the hemp bud, are in the same family, but none of them were disgusting in the least.
No, they were great.
And so then she starts saying, well, what do you think you want? You get a free glass. It's your first time in here after we've tried 8, 9, 10 different kombucha.
I was good,
small.
but I would have been okay with just buying to go.
Yeah.
After having sampled, I think 8 flavors. I felt like a full glass.
I know. So we had the fruit ones. Julie and I didn't get any mixed. We had the fruit ones while we were sitting there, but we did end up getting a growler, and they have growlers that start with, I think it was 6 ounces, and it goes all the way up to a 64-ounce growler. So we got a 64 of their blend, their Trinity blend, trifecta, I said Trinity, trifecta blend, which is their 3. So hemp was for sleep and mood, but the cannabinoid receptors do not bind like they do with marijuana. And it was kratom, and it was kava, all 3 of those. So there was actually no fruit kombucha in that. And Joy thought that that would be a very good way to start drinking that at the end of the night to kind of, calm mood, anxiety, sleep better, although we don't sleep bad at all. But I was like, yeah, let's do that and try that out. So, and then we find out, hey, if you buy a growler, after we already sit there and drank a glass that was free because it was our first time there, you get a drink. So every time you refill your growler, you get a free one. So these people are just the nicest people. They've been around since 2021. They're going to expand on their website this morning. We weren't sure if we were going to make the effort. This was the only place in town that sold kombucha within 20, 30 miles. And so glad that we did. They were just, again, the nicest people. Everybody was like, you guys are family now, come back. We're like, we definitely will.
Everybody sitting there who they were all individuals that clearly know each other from having routinely showed up to sit on the bar stools at the bar and talk about how good the kombucha has made them feel. One guy was sharing a story about how he had lived with debilitating back pain. He'd had 15 surgeries. He'd been on narcotic medication for 10 years or more. And how the kratom has really helped him. He said he still has some pain, but it isn't something that is debilitating, or he's not debilitated by it anymore.
He's like, it's there, but I have to think about it.
Yeah.
And I don't have to take drugs for it. So that's amazing. I hope we're never in that situation, but even just general aches and pains, anti-inflammatory, we're always trying to do something the next level up that doesn't require a doctor to have wellness. And so this was just, these people, again, they were just the nicest folks, and they're expanding, so that's great. They're going to have a larger area.
I'd love to see businesses down here doing well enough to expand.
Yeah, and kombucha is something that in larger cities,
they're in lots of local restaurants too. We did not know that.
We didn't know that.
They sweeten their kombucha with organic cane sugar on the first brew. The second brew is when they add in their, it's all organic fruit. It's mostly, almost all of it is locally sourced, and honey. So I am not a bit concerned about the cane sugar in kombucha that has fermented for at least two what I would call 2 cycles. That's gone. And we eat honey. We love honey. So I actually am kind of excited to see if I can figure out how to start sweetening my kombucha with honey, because man, you can really taste it. The honey makes it next level delicious. This was the best kombucha I've ever had in my life, and I feel like I've tried a lot of it at this point.
It was really, really smooth, and none of it was disgusting. And she had warned us that the kava, because it comes from the root of a she said pepper root, but she didn't specify which one, did she? And that it could be a little bitter on the back end. But even that, because she said, well, I'm going to mix it with a little bit of that liquid sunshine.
The couple kombuchas that she warned us that we probably would not like the taste were delicious.
Yeah.
It was all good. And then the ones that she just set them down in front of us and didn't warn us, it just blew our mind. They were so good.
And like Julie said, you know, this was the smoothest. And we've had kombucha. We've had many kombuchas on tap because Charlotte has a lot of those, and we've tried them in other cities as well. But this one was by far the smoothest kombucha, and it was not overly sweet. So whatever it was flavored with, which is supposedly fruit, that's the flavor that came through. So if it was a strawberry, we tasted the strawberry. And so
I've never had good luck trying to use fruit to flavor my kombucha, so it
was different. We even met a couple who buy the small well, I'll just call it a pony keg. I don't know what else to call it. But it looks like a pony keg that goes in their refrigerator. And he's like, yeah, I wanted a larger size. He drinks it again because he has lower back pain and arthritis in his joints. And they just got a tapping apparatus off of Amazon that's got CO2 cartridge in it to keep the carbonation in there. It was just amazing. I mean, these are the most serious people that we've ever met with kombucha outside of ourselves. I mean, truly.
It's nice to see a bunch of people of quite a mixed age, but more of them were older than us, than younger. But it's nice to see that many people on a beautiful Saturday afternoon, belly up to a bar, drinking something healthy, and talking about how this drink has helped them in areas of their life.
It was amazing.
Where they weren't just coping with a problem by drinking alcohol, but they were solving a problem by drinking a medicinal drink. They
probably thought that we were on something or we were high, because we were just smiling from ear to ear, because it's like we'd never met people that could talk the same talk.
I feel like I found my tribe.
Yeah, it was, and like Julie said, there were young teenage boys in there, all the way up to people who were close to 70 or maybe even over 70 years old. It was really
something
neat
to do on a Saturday afternoon. Go hang out and have some healthy drinks, and everyone can get home safely. And no one's personality is changing. No one is causing any harm to their body. I wanted to cry. Like, I was so emotionally I'm just sitting there with a big old smile on my face. Like, where has this been all my life? A kombucha bar.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for years. Back when we lived in Charlotte, too. I wish I could find a kombucha bar. We have a kombucha bar, but it's largely alcoholic drinks, and I would prefer to be in the company of people who aren't drinking alcoholic
drinks. Julie doesn't do hard kombucha. I will. Like, when we went back home for Christmas in North Carolina, I did have a couple of cans of hard kombucha, and it was really good. But the one thing that I will say about all of that, compared to this, and that's including store-bought, that's including tap, that's including the local ones that we've been to in Charlotte, and the ones in cans and bottles. I always, when I drink it, I will burp because of the carbonation. I haven't done that a single time with this, and they serve it in a beer glass, very, very cold. So we had a much larger. We had more, at least 20 ounces, I think. And I'm not burping at all. Now, and some use carbonated water, right? Some use sparkling water. Some use spring water. But it wouldn't matter. But this one, they use spring water. This one didn't. I don't feel a bit bloated. And Julie, that was a complaint Julie used to have with some of the store-bought well before we started making it.
They were way too carbonated. I've never been a soft
drink. Too
drink.
Sweet for Julie.
I've never been a soft drink lover.
And I'm going to go ahead and start drinking this one.
I was never really a soft drink lover.
Man.
So I'm not used to carbonation, and I struggle with any of the store-bought kombuchas, really, because they're all so carbonated.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about making mine at home, is it doesn't seem to be an issue.
Every time.
This was smooth.
She'd say, well, how are you drinking that so fast? Because her belly would just blow up with the carbonation. Hers is much better. Hers doesn't make me really do that either. But this one is just really, really smooth. It just, whatever they do, however they do it, it's different than the ones we tried in the tap that are made locally before in other places we've been. and this was a definite win all the way around. Like Julie said today, I had tried 3 new places: place for
new coffee, new restaurant, new burger.
And these are all
kombucha
wonderful.
place.
Like these are all now becoming staples. She was just talking about
full of wins.
adding new things in the new year to make this feel more like home. And she hit 3 out of the park today, all the way around with
We've lived
places
here
we could be
in
regulars.
Florida for about 10 months, and it was coming up time to talk about renewing our lease, and we were kind of not sure what we wanted to do. We missed home, we missed our friends, we missed our family. We love the beach. We love the weather.
The holidays didn't help.
Yeah, well, it kind of dawned on me 10 months into living here that this place will never feel like home if we don't find ways to make it feel like home. And in order to do that, we just need to get out and try more places and try more things, which we get in a routine really easily. I guess you've probably noticed.
We do, yeah.
Walk to Starbucks, go get a pack of chicken or a steak, and cook it at home. We could do that day. We could live that day on repeat and be perfectly happy. But if we're going to live here and this is going to become our new home, we've got to put down some roots here. And I feel like today we found a great new indie coffee place, a great new restaurant, and topping it off with this Big Dog Kombucha. I could just cry. I'm so happy. I love the vibe. I love the people that are there. I love people who are in pursuit of feeling their best and being the most healthy they can possibly be, and not rolling their eyes at some woo-woo, Eastern medicine.
No, and one of the first things one of the guys told us that was sitting beside Julie is he said, you're going to fall in love with this place. It's so calm. There are no politics on the TV. There are no sports on the TV. We all just sit around, very intimate, and talk. And it was like you were in someone's backyard that had kind of built out like a homemade bar top. I mean, really. I think the bar could see, 10? You think 10 maybe?
10 or 12. They are expanding. They're going to be taking over another store beside them.
But at first, when we walked in, you don't really know coming into a new place like that. It seemed like everybody already knew each other. So I was a little bit nervous because they were all a little chatty, but that went away almost immediately. Everybody was like, they wanted to see us try all these flavors and see what we thought about them.
I felt like they were watching us the whole time.
Me too.
That's why I didn't film any clips. I was fully intending to get some clips to put in our YouTube video, what we ate today. And there were so many people watching my every move, and I didn't want to catch them on camera. That's not nice. I don't mind catching people who have their back to me or, are engaged in something and oblivious, but I didn't want to have a camera in their face while they're literally looking at me being like, have you ever heard of kombucha before? Do you know what kombucha can do for your health? And they're all excited and passionate about this. I'm like, me too. This is my favorite thing. I'm just an amateur here. I'm just making it at home in my kitchen, and a large scale production of this that I can actually go sit down and be a part of and actually ask questions about how you're doing it and how it's working out.
Yeah, and they even said, well, if you catch, and they named his name, whoever started this, in here one day, I'm sure he would sit down with you and talk to you about the entire process, because it took him years, I guess, to get this formulation down. And again, all of them were terrific. It took us a while to figure out which one we wanted, because all of the fruity ones were just so good in a unique way. They all didn't blend together, which sometimes can happen with store-bought. I feel like they can start to taste kind of the same, because everybody is going to use a lemon juice or an orange juice as a base and then add maybe some berry. But this was so different. And being local and being the only one, and it was just really neat.
I'm ecstatic. I'm over the moon. I'm 12 out of 10 would recommend. I'm so happy we found this place. If you're in the area in Merritt Island and you're driving past where Big Dog Kombucha is, it doesn't look like anything from the outside.
You'll miss it. You have to Google search it.
You can't see anywhere to park when you drive past, and it looks like it's just the front for their production facility. It does not look like a bar or anywhere you could walk in.
Yeah.
You'll need to circle the block and figure out how to park there, because you're gonna have to park in the back.
Yeah, that too. That you're right.
They said that they are going to be working on that and making the curb appeal a little bit more.
They're make an outdoor area.
Point you in the direction of where to park, but they're going to have an outdoor area. They're going to have a larger bar as soon as they take over this space that's beside them. Don't let it frighten you if you drive past and you think it doesn't look like the kind of place you want to slow down and stop, because you need to. It's just.
Can we say that that's been one thing about this area. Julie was just talking about it this morning. Curb appeal is not a big thing here, but if you're thinking about coming to this area for vacation or even potentially moving, there's so many families moving into the state, we have had to get that thought out of our mind and not worry about curb appeal, because every time we have been pleasantly surprised by going in, whatever it is, and saying, yeah, it may not look like 2 cents on the outside, but the food, the drink, whatever has been great.
Every little local indie kind of spot that we've tried, every single one that we've tried here that looks like nothing from the street has blown our socks off of how good their food is, or what kind of cool original ideas or thoughts that they've had. Yeah. This is no exception, this Big Dogs. I feel like this area just puts more effort into making a product we want to consume and not trying to attract us with the pretty packaging. That's been tough to get used to, coming from a bigger city where everything looks loud and flashy from the street, and then you walk in and you might be disappointed, you might not.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're on Merritt Island, it's near Melbourne, near Cocoa Beach, go try out Big Dogs. I think it's
you won't be disappointed.
You won't be disappointed. I literally left there saying, I'm gonna go home and throw all my kombucha away, and this is all I'm drinking from now on, which is not gonna be the case. I'm gonna continue to make my own, but I've decided to scale back my production a little bit and perhaps start going there to pick up growlers pretty regularly, because I'm not going to get into the medicinal kombucha at home. I don't really...
No, we could get a growler and even start putting some of it in your kombucha and mix them.
Oh, I know. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to know that they're on draft at some restaurants around here. We
got to check that out.
That's something I never even thought to look at. When I type in kombucha in the maps, there's not a lot of options, but it's not showing me which restaurants actually have it on the menu.
I know, that's a little disappointing.
Merritt Island is kind of out of the way for us. It's a bit of a haul, but it was worth every bit of it, and I'm ecstatic. Today has been a great day. This was a great
make it a Saturday thing.
I cannot wait to drag all my friends, which there's not many because I don't know many people down here, but anybody that comes to visit me, anybody that wants to hang out, we're going to Big Dogs Kombucha on Merritt Island because it's 12 out of 10, the best thing I think we found since we moved to Florida.
Great people. Was recommended by our chiropractor. So what's the coffee place?
Oh wait, our chiropractor is the best thing we found since we moved to Florida, but this is first runner-up.
Yes, yeah, true, yeah.
All right, I don't think I have anything else to say about it, but
if you're in the area,
can't wait to go back. I'm headed home and I can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
10 out of 10, 12 out of 10, 100 out of 10 would recommend. All right, bye guys. We are home from our adventures and we're having a clean out what's left over in the refrigerator dinner meal snack.
We were a little hungry.
A half-pound burger and the sausage and bacon is really not enough for us for our one meal for the whole day. So we knew we were probably going to be snacking a little bit when we got home, but I have one pizza. Michael has 2 of his pizzas. This burger, half of it's for me, half of it's for Abra. And then we're going to finish off the cheese, the pickles, and these Tillamook 0 sugar chop house bites that Michael found. I haven't tried these yet. I can't wait to try them. So we are cleaning out the refrigerator and having a Carnivore. We've been talking about cruise lines, Carnival. We're having a Carnivore clean out the fridge meal. So this will be how we wrap up our night here.
Cheese. Gouda.
So good. We had not tried these before.
This tastes like it has menthol in it.
Oh my gosh. The 0 sugar chop house bites are...
The bite.
We like the jalapeno... What are they called? Jalapeno?
The sausage, the links are great.
So they're jalapeno flavored or something.
This straight up tastes like...
medicine. Literally, it has a very, like a smoky menthol type of flavor.
It really does. I don't know what... Maybe the rosemary?
I ate one. That'll be the one and only first and last I ever eat. I put
Same.
The rest of them I had put on my plate back.
Here, let's see. Watch. I'm going to give it to the dog. She's smelling it. Hang on. She got to go concentrate on that one. It's so tough. The dog may not even eat it.
Well, they may make their way into her food for the next few days.
Yeah.
I am not going to eat any more of those.
Wow.
Highly do not recommend. This has been a day full of wins, but that was a big fat L right there.
A big L.
Don't get them.
Get the sausages.
The sausages are good. They're a little spicy, but they're good. But don't get the bites.
No.
Don't do it.
Abra ate it.
She did.
Ooh. So that was the day for us. You don't see a kombucha in our hands because I think we've had enough ounces of kombucha today. I actually shared some of the take home that you saw with Julie. So we've had enough of that. We're just going to chill and digest the rest of the food that we ate. And so, yeah, that was our busy day today, Saturday. Julie unfortunately works tomorrow, so we wanted to make sure to pack our weekend in.
I've got to go start cooking my food to take to work tomorrow. So tomorrow's video will be very, very short because I'll be at work all day and Michael doesn't usually film quite as much as I do. But we had a great day. Wasn't this a fun day?
Yeah, it was.
Had a really good time. We tried so many new things. I think I'm going to have to go off my streak of naming every video World Carnivore Month day number next. Because we tried so many new things all in one day and they were almost all hits. So
that's it for this evening?
That's it for tonight. See you guys tomorrow with another What We Eat in a Day is Carnivores. Happy Carnivore Month, everybody.
Have a good evening.
Bye, guys.